Okay, guys, and we're back with another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest. I'm Seth from the Lonely Stoner podcast, and this is episode 87 of my side quest. Now, in this episode, we're going to be looking at the recent offer made by Jake Paul to rematch Tommy Fury in a boxing match. So, of course, Jake Paul and Tommy Fury fought a few years back. It was a close and competitive split decision win to Tommy Fury, and I remember watching this fight thinking, I think Tommy Fury has won this, but it's close and it's competitive enough to a point where they could have given Jake Paul the decision and people would have been like, damn, Jake Paul, he kind of did enough to win that, but it was close, right? But on that occasion, on that night, Tommy Fury got the decision win. Jake Paul, obviously, since then, as you would expect, an influencer boxer was extremely salty regarding the loss. He felt that he won the fight and it was competitive, but I remember when I watched that fight and I saw the fight end, I was thinking, Tommy Fury's won this, right? But yeah, nonetheless, it was a very close fight. And the two of them, well, Jake Paul clearly wants to get his lick back, right? That's what he's made abundantly clear. He was extremely salty. I say that, but Jake Paul actually went on to carry on and fight more. So, to be fair to Jake Paul, he didn't let a loss deter him, which is honestly something that I gained a lot of respect for in regards to Jake Paul's boxing career. The fact that he lost the fight and actually continued to box showed that it wasn't just a gimmick to him, right? Because if it was just a gimmick, as soon as you come across, serious resistance and you lose a fight, you just give up because you don't really love it anyway. But Jake Paul lost that fight and he carried on going. And he's still sort of raising the level each time. He's fought some pro boxers. He's obviously fought some influencers. Obviously fought Mike Tyson in a huge pay-per-view fight, but obviously not a competitive fight, of course. Mike Tyson had no chance going in there. He was a 60-year-old man, or pushing 60 rather. But I say all of that to say Jake Paul has slowly been pushing his level and he's continued to box. Whereas Tommy Fury is a guy who even now, we still don't really know in terms of pro boxing what level he's at. So we don't even know if Tommy Fury's a British level or English level fighter, right? Because he's never won a British title as far as I know. And he's never gone to European level, pushed for a world fight level. We really don't know what sort of level he's at. We know that he's beat Jake Paul, he's beat KSI, right? In both fights that weren't hugely dominant fights, hugely dominant performances in either one of them, right? But he beat them, just about. So we really don't know, like I said, we really don't know what sort of level Tommy Fury's at. And if we're comparing it, I'm thinking Jake Paul could fight for like a national title. He's at that sort of level, in my opinion. He could fight and be in a competitive fight, maybe even win for a national title. I can't say the same for Tommy Fury. I can't say the same for Tommy Fury. But like I said, a 3 million offer for Tommy Fury on the table. Again, if Tommy Fury wants to take his boxing career seriously, and if he wants to fight for a British title, he's not making 3 million quid for it, right? He's making max, well, I don't know, because Tommy Fury's a much higher celebrity than the typical guy that's fighting for the British title. The typical guy fighting for the British title is probably making 20, 30 grand, 40 grand for that fight. 50 grand maybe. Probably not even 50 grand. 20, 30, 40 grand for that fight. Maybe even less. So if you're a boxer at that level and you get offered a $3 million offer to fight, you're taking that. And rightfully so, because, again, like I'm saying, this is the biggest payday Tommy Fury is going to get against the guy who's already beat. So in his head, it's a win-win, no-lose sort of situation. So we'll see if this fight gets made. I'd want to see a rematch, to be honest, because I think Jake Paul's actually gotten better since their last fight. Even though not loads better, his style is still his style, which is a good thing for me, because I want to see that from my boxers. You can't change styles every fight, but what you can do is make small improvements, and he has been doing that, to be fair, excluding the Tyson Fury fight, obviously. Not Tyson Fury, the Mike Tyson fight, which was, a circus show like a lot of Jake Fury's early fights were. But yeah, I guess if this fight gets made, it gets made. Low key, my money might be on Jake Paul in a rematch, though. Low key, it might be over Tommy Fury, but hey, we'll see. Boxing's a weird and wonderful world. And yeah, that's another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest in the bag, and I'm out. Peace.